sure that she's all good. Okay. She's all good. That's great. So if you are tracking in with us on Facebook Live, well, we would like to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you. I have my friend Udo. Say hello, brother.
Hello, Ed. Hello. Yeah, like you said, funny thing is good morning, good afternoon, and for some people maybe already good night. It just depends on which place.
Hey, look at this. Good night, man. It's good night for us. 10 o'clock at night for us.
Yeah, 6 o'clock afternoon, my time, but still light.
Oh, look, there are people literally from everywhere in the world, from what I understand. There are lots of people, even some people in the USA. It must be like really early in the morning for those guys. And if you are from the USA, or if you're seeing this, whether it's live or whether you're seeing it, a recording, a lot of people saw the recording of the first one that I did with Stefan Liebeck, which was on the compensation plan, really super successful. And I knew it was. I just knew it was, because Stefan is just a bloody guru when it comes to the compensation plan. He knows stuff. Like when I have a question, I ask him, and I know quite a bit about compensation plans. So it's, there are people from Dubai. We can see some people are logging into the webinar. Other people are coming in. If you're coming in on the Facebook, show us a little bit of love. You can click the likes and the love hearts. And
I love the love hearts always flying around.
Yeah. No, it's all good. We just want to, before we do some formal introductions, I just want to let people sort of share this, tell their people to get on to the actual show. It's really, I'm really excited about this masterclass. We're talking about confidence. Nothing in this business is more important than confidence. And I'm so excited to have my friend, Mr. Uber Confidence, with us tonight. And because I know he has stuff that will really rock you. I've known him for long enough. I just knew that when I was going to talk about confidence, this was the guy I wanted to get to share with you his enormous experience, not only in the One Life, One Coin world, but also outside of that as well. We have people from Slovenia, we have people from Scotland. There's my friend Bernie is from Auckland, New Zealand. How are you, buddy? And it's great to see people to get this feeling that there really is, this truly is an international business. It's a business that, as Udo and I were talking a second ago about the incredible technology. When we think about what was happening to old dogs like us, what we had to do in even the 90s, hell, in the 90s, it was just, it was hard enough. Look, it was hard enough giving people a telephone call.
Yeah, it was hard enough to get a telephone call. And I remember in the 90s, I was running my own business, my own company, and we did all by fax. All was coming. All was coming with fax. When he was not in the office, we had a roll out of fax. And when the sun was shining on the paper, the fax, you couldn't read it anymore. Mamma mia.
And the big thing was getting early into the office to see how many faxes you received overnight, right?
Yeah, exactly. Going in and then we started
going at 2 o'clock in the morning to change the paper. Oh, we ran out of paper.
Yeah, but it was a funny time. And when you start to go on the internet, you remember the old modem you had to dial the number, you had to click it. It was, my God. And now today, when you do not have a really good picture, you're already shouting, when the quality is not enough, and when the website takes a bit more than 1 second, you're shouting. The old websites, you click the button, you went to make your coffee, you was coming back, and the site was done. That was a funny time. But still, is the point is business was running in this time also very great,
Yeah.
And that was a point what we always should see. There's a lot of people always talking about the medias and Facebook, and a lot of people want to build up the business from home because people doesn't want to go out. But that's not network marketing, it's not multi-level marketing. That's internet marketing, if you want to name it. What we are doing is network marketing.
Very few people succeed.
Yeah. And what I'm always seeing, because when you go online, you have a list with maybe 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 people. So you send out an information to the people, and these people sending the information out the same. So through the fact is, I'm sure when I send out a message, I reach a lot from your people. If you send out a message from you guys, you reach a lot of my people. So we're talking always to the same people, and then people didn't get successful, because the point is what we're talking today is also about confidence and how to build up the confidence. I don't know. You want to talk before a bit, or we can start talking?
I think it's time to start. Well, we just it's the plan was to start at for my time 10 o'clock, for yours 6 o'clock. And it just takes a bit. People like to share this on the Facebook, share it to their team so they can see it live. I think now's a good time to start. So. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the OnePro Nation, to the OnePro Masterclass. My name is Ed Ludbrook, and I am super, super excited to have my friend Udo, because there's a method to why this workshop masterclass is being run today. My friend Udo is sitting there in Macau. The big international global event is being run in Macau. There is plans for some pretty major news to come into the organization from Dr. Ruja on Sunday. I'm sure bits of it is going to be leaked over the next 2 or 3 days, which is really super exciting. And the point is that what happens in these sorts of businesses, whether you're new, whether you've been involved with 1 month, 1 year, 2 years, the fact is that we've got a countdown now of approximately 12 months. And, I believe every month it's going to get easier, it's going to get better to do the business. But if you are not confident, you will do nothing. You can hear the best news possible, either live in Macau if you're fortunate, or you're going to see it through Facebook, or you're going to get told about it, or Skype call, or whatever. You're going to hear this news, and in your head, if you are not confident, or if you're not able to use it to build your confidence, to go into action, it's going to be a total waste of time. And therefore, to help the OnePro Nation, to help people all around the world, we wanted to talk about the subject. Most people think confidence is some sort of art form that you're born with. It's some sort of genetic stuff. And this area of confidence is a passion of mine. It's something that I've been teaching for many, many years. And so when it came to this, the way this is going to work is that we're going to talk a little bit to start off. And then I'm going to give you a short little training, and then we're going to talk to Udo, because the great thing about my friend Udo, okay, and I'm going to introduce him a little bit more in a second. The great thing about him is he's a really practical guy, okay, and he is under instructions to do most of the talking and to share practical things that he has been doing in this company for 2 years, that he does literally all over the world, so you can get value, okay? So you can get value from this, so you can share it also with your people, okay? So that's what we're going to do. It'll last as long as it lasts, because frankly, you don't get a chance to listen to people like me and Udo very often, so especially on a subject like this. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Ed Ludbrook. I've been a specialist in network marketing for a long time. I'm involved in One Life, One Coin. I'm excited about the opportunity. The most important thing is not me. The most important thing is my friend Udo there. How long have you been in the industry, buddy?
I'm in the industry. I'm always starting now maybe to lie a bit, because if I say the truth, I'm getting really old. I'm 27 years in the industry. 27 years. Yeah, high five.
54 years of knowledge coming down this technology.
Oh my God.
And as I said, the thing is this guy is a professional. He's been involved He has owned his own company. He has led businesses. He's pioneered this company, and he's written this book, okay? And this book is the best book on cryptocurrency to use in your marketing. And if you don't have one, find out. Hopefully Udo will be able to help you find out how.
Deal Shaker. It's on the Deal Shaker. You can buy it with coin.
Deal Shaker. So you go on a Deal Shaker, you buy not one, you buy a pack of these. I hope he's got packs of them. They're in different languages. It's a brilliant, simple book. At the end of the day, people love books for credibility, to understand it. And, you know, this book, as far as cryptocurrency is concerned, is just terrific. It will build your confidence.
Yes.
And so, Udo, tell everyone a little bit about yourself. You're a blue diamond in the business. You've been involved for a couple of years, but tell me a little bit more. Where you come from?
So my story, it's mostly simple, like most of the people in network marketing. Everyone, when you start network marketing, you start, let's call it, as a normal person. A normal person means you have something.
You normal?
Okay, but I said when you start, you're normal. Afterward, you'll never be normal, you know. But the point is, I started really normal. You know, normal. What means normal? When we're really honest to ourselves and to all the world, normal means we have a job. We know job means just over broke. Normal means we have a surviving, not a living. Normal means the bank account is empty on the 26th and the next money comes just on the 1st. So I'm just a normal guy. I was a plumber, so that's how I started. I didn't make enough money. I went to Audi because I made a bit more money, so I could make money. And I started to do the job where I was early morning shift and late afternoon shift. So, and in this time, I met network marketing because I've been out, somebody talked to me, actually a really good looking blonde girl talked to me and looked at me and said, "Hey guy, you look like a businessman." You know, I said, "Oh, that could be a funny night." And so it took me 6 hours, and she invited me to a weekend seminar from the HMI. This was an insurance group in Germany where they sold the product and this time through network marketing. So, and I said, wow, let's see, because the first time, you know, you are somewhere as a really normal person. You have your drink. Your drink means one drink for the whole night because you don't have too much money to spend. You can't buy a bottle or 3 or 4 drinks, you know. And so next day I was borrowing the car from my parents because my car was not ready to go a 300 kilometer and go 300 kilometer back. So and I've been on a weekend seminar, and the funny thing is over there, it was I see it. I could paint it. Do you now really down? It was the last days where somebody on the Klaus Schrader was his name. It was this time level number 6 from the IME, and this guy said, if you really want to do it, you can do it. You know, for me, it was the first time in life somebody told me, if you want, you can. Normally, what people are saying is, you can't. I remember when I was going with my parents, we was always a caravan, we was traveling around and things like this. And each time when a Porsche was coming, or a nice Mercedes was coming, I want to have one when I'm big. You know what my dad always said? That's just for the rich people, that's not for you. You know what I mean? So that's a normal life for him. But to be honest, when you talk to your parents, you know, and you tell them you want to get rich, you want to make money, you want to have a better living, you want to have a different lifestyle. Who is really trusting you? Nobody says, okay, let's do it. Nobody says, yeah, I believe you, you can do it. No, everyone says,
in this business they do.
Yeah,
this business they do.
This business they will do it, and especially is when you really go out and you start to do it. So when I started to do after the weekend seminar, you know, it was just a weekend in the seminar. The only thing what I knew after the seminar, I want. The only thing what I really know about all the basics from the information, I need to talk to people. The only thing I knew is call people every day, do meetings every day. So I started to call my people, I started to call my friends, and I get really, really successful with collecting no's. You know, nobody want to hear what I say. Nobody want to listen to me what I say. And everyone said to me, hey, guy, you're a plumber. How you want to make money now? How you want to be an expert in insurance? How you want to do this? So it was really a hard time to go through it. And then the point was coming really where I started to work a lot with my upline in this time. You know, we went there, we had a coffee together, we talked about the business, we talked about the dreams. She was asking me, what you want to do, how you want to do. And really, we built up the confidence, and the biggest thing is what I needed, the confidence in myself, to believe in myself, so I really can do it. So, and after a while, I started to talk with them. I started to find the first client, the second client. I started to find business partners, so we built up the business. And the thing was, what I saw in this time, you need to be ready to pay the price for. So you need to do some things differently. So I was traveling, I was living this time in Germany, in Ingolstadt, and I had to go to my office where we had the head office from the insurance, 80 kilometers away to Augsburg. So I was traveling 2 times every week, 80 kilometers up and back, just to get knowledge, just to sit together with a couple of people where we did together invitations, you know, in this time cell phone. What is it, you know? So we were sitting in the office, 4 or 5 people on the table, the phone in the middle. Let's start to make some phone calls, you know, because I knew when I was home alone, I didn't call anyone. I was like everyone, I tried to find an excuse. So we went up and we started to talk, we started to invite, we picked people up, we went with them to the office, we made business presentations, we made product presentation. So this was a business, how it was, a business was growing. And after a while, I said, okay, guys, that's really cool, it's really nice, but why can't I do it by myself? You know, I was quite okay with success in the business, but I said, I can do the same. So I created my own company. This time it was so super simple. You know, you just went to the next shop, you bought a sign with your name on. It was Deppisch and Zellner, was my partner's name, Deppisch and Zellner Insurance. You nailed it on the door and you had an insurance done. You know, no regulations, nothing to do. So when I started my business, it was quite cool, but still, I had not a lot of idea of what I'm doing. You know, you can't be an expert in less than 1 year in insurance. You know, if you want to study everything, it takes ages. So after a while, I said, that's a really cool thing, but it's enough. So I left my business 3 years after. I got divorced the first time. I said, okay, let's live a different life, and I moved to Monte Carlo. I left Monte Carlo for one simple reason, because I paid a lot of taxes in Germany. And then the point was coming, said, okay, guys, I don't need to pay any tax anymore. So I went to Monte Carlo. I left the business for 3 years. I enjoyed my life. And then a friend of mine from Poland called me and said, hey, Udo, let's start a business in Poland. And then this time, it's because that's why also my books in more Eastern European languages than in Western European languages. So then I started in Poland, my business with 4 people on the table. 2003, when I left my business again, we had more than 300,000 partners in the business, in the system, all over in Eastern Europe, Russia, Ukraine, Poland, Romania, Hungary, you know, and it was a bit different time. You had to cross the borders. You got hundreds of them, not like now with Schengen, airplane in, airplane out, you could do it. But the funny thing is, you know, I started to do, it was not insurance what we sold in this time. I put my experience, what I had together, and we was writing a seminars. So we was writing a books. Actually, we sold education. The same point what are we doing now? Because education is something what everyone needs. When we are honestly, you know, what do we learn at school? We learn at school how to write and how to count. But do we really learn how to live? Do we really learn how to handle money? Do we learn anything what we really need for the real life? We don't learn it. You know, we need to learn it in real life. And this is what we was giving to the people: experience, confidence, trust, motivation, believe in yourself. So we started to deliver the basic things what nobody was able to learn at school. You go to university, you can learn a lot of things, no question about this one. But what you learn after for the real life? Do you learn in the university how to handle money, how to get rich? How many people we see in our business makes a lot of money and lose a lot of money? Because the relationship to money, it's missing. So this is what we started to teach to the people. And it was quite cool, because the product, when people ask you, what is your product? You just said simple, success.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Because in reality, okay, I just let's just step forward, because in reality, you know, I put in the promotion of this millionaire entrepreneur. And I put it in there in relation to you, because what people probably don't know is you're already a very successful guy. I've been to his apartment in Vienna. It's €6 million apartment. Beautiful thing, isn't it? Spectacular. He's already a success. He doesn't need this company to be successful. He's involved because you want to, right?
Yes.
And you've been involved for a couple of years. and your business spans the world now.
Yes, we're going around the globe, correct.
Which works because you are always around. No one travels as much as you, buddy. No one dresses as well. That's why I had to put my jacket on. Normally I just have a shirt on. I had to put a jacket on because I knew this guy. He dresses so bloody well. It's scary. And no. You live a great life. Let's be honest. You do some shit, dude. You know.
Yeah, we live a great life, and that's a point. What I did. I made it with network marketing, because network marketing was giving me this what I never got in real life. You know, when you work in a normal business, you can work your ass off if it's necessary. Let's say it really like this one, but you do not get a raise in the money. You do not get a raise in the salary what you get. You know, whatever you do, when you get too smart in a business, mostly instead to get a raise in the salary, you get a letter, you're fired. Because the boss, which one, your manager, whatever, he's afraid you could take over the job and whatever. And here in network marketing, people are supporting you and getting out with you. So the point is why I'm doing. A lot of people are really asking me, Udo, why you do the business? Why you're traveling a lot? You know, I have a couple of homes where I can call my homes, but I didn't put my body into my beds more than 60 times last year in my own beds. So around about 300 days, I've been somewhere around in the globe. Started from Russia, Russia, it's really cool. And my last blue diamond, we confirmed it yesterday. Elena Gruevskaya, blue diamond. She did a really good job.
Yeah, blue diamond.
Blue diamond, yeah.
Yeah, Elena.
She made it. Really cool. And so Russia, Kazakhstan, Mongolia, running over to Romania where we're running business, Hungary, Croatia down, and Slovenia. So all over, really, we're going over to China.
I know you have a very strong team in the Balkans. I know you have really good leaders there.
Yeah, and that's really what I'm seeing. I have a couple of my leaders who started with me already more than 20 years ago. So still people are here, and that's why. That's a question what people are asking, why is it here? Because you need to bring them the confidence. You need to be confident for yourself. You need to bring the people on the same level as you with the confidence. And this you reach only when you put the people goals out where people can reach. So that's one of the basic things in our business, to bring the people into the confidence and show them how they can really reach the life. And why I'm doing the business is just simple. I love what I do.
Yeah, and that's really obvious.
Yes.
And that's really obvious. And I know, because we know each other now. We're friends, and it's and I know that as a person, in reality, his number one priority is his kids. That's another thing I love about you. Number one, with all his traveling, don't think he ignores his kids. He spends his life. These kids live a life, man. These kids are living the dream. They're only small too. So what I want to do now, is I want to share a few slides, because let's do some formal education on confidence, and I'll go through it. And as I go through it, what I'd like, Udo, is where you think it's appropriate, because I'd like to go through it relatively quickly to give people an idea about confidence, because the fact is most people think it's luck that you have confidence. You're born with it, or you join something, where in reality it's a science. And because it's a science, you can learn it, you can develop it. You just need to understand. And it's, as I said, it's an area that I have specialized in, because I personally think that people get this wrong. And so what I want to do is to do that. And then what I want to do is I want to come back to just focus on you, Udo, where I want you to give examples about what you're doing with your people around the world in this business, and what you're going to do after Sunday to help them develop their confidence so they can get off their backside and go into action.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, what they need is to get off their backside and go into action, and what everyone wants. And everyone wants that, and the only reason it's not going to happen is because they don't have that confidence. So what I want to do, as I said, is I want to share screen. And the beautiful thing is, if you want confidence, I have just seen, have you seen this in the news? this is the world's worst job. And if you are concerned about what we're going to ask you to do, imagine this dude. This guy's job is he is in charge of helping clearing the sewers in Bangladesh. Those are sewers in Jakarta, what is it called, Dakar? In the main, 14 million people live in the city, and his job, that is the sewer where he swims around. You notice he has no goggles, no mouthpiece. And you think if you have a hard life.
Ed leaves the pictures for 1 more minute, and it's the best diet. I can't eat anymore.
So if you're worried about what we're going to say that you need to do to build confidence, hey, look, the worst thing that's going to happen is end up with this. Look, at the end of the day, we want you to have 100% motivation. We want you to feel totally unstoppable. When you hear this news, when you look at this opportunity and go, okay, it's time to kick ass. And what you need to appreciate is what is going to drive you is 2 things, not one thing, 2 things. Number 1 is the motivation that you have inside you. And the second thing is the confidence that releases that motivation. When you talk to people, okay, the words that you use aren't going to matter very much. The thing that really will influence them to look at getting involved with OneCoin or OneLife, whatever opportunity you think is good for them, will be the confidence that they feel from you. Would you agree? Yeah. So the key thing is to understand those 2 things. And so, no matter who you talk to in the success world, they all say that confidence is everything. The reality in our business is that people get so focused on this areas of motivation and goals and dreams and all this sort of stuff, which is absolutely key, okay? Because if you follow the process, you've got to have dreams, and they're put into goals, and the goals have the action plans, and then action plans will create your reality, okay? And we want you to dream big, because this business, no business is bigger than this. We want you to go through that process. But it don't mean anything if you don't have confidence. It doesn't mean, I have a thing that I developed called the confidence gap, because what I found in network marketing is we're telling everyone, you got to have dreams, you've got to achieve dreams, which is fundamentally correct. You have to have those positive dreams. You've got to have those goals to focus your dreams. But if you have that dream, I want to, go to the beach, or, whatever it is, the reality is that 98% of people have what's called the confidence gap. And I know this because I've been teaching this stuff for 25 years, and I look at people and they talk about their dreams, and you can tell that they don't believe it'll happen. And because they have no confidence that will happen, it doesn't motivate them. It's a total waste of time. It's fantasies. It's Disneyland, okay? It doesn't mean anything. And therefore, you are not helping anyone, especially yourself, if your situation is that it's all dreams and no action. And the reason for that is simply confidence. And so it's really confidence we need to focus on, because it's only confidence that's going to destroy your fears. It's only confidence that's going to influence people. It's only confidence that's going to create that cycle of action. When I look at someone in this business and I see that they're doing nothing, I just know it's confidence. And the key thing, the good thing about it being confidence is that you can build confidence. Do you understand? The good thing about it being confidence is that you can build confidence, because confidence you build through a science, okay? And so when we look at this, we say, okay, what's key here, okay? First point is only 2% of people are self-confident. So only 2% of people are self-confident. Only 2% of people will self-learn. Only 2% of people will, when they see their dreams, when they write their goals, will actually get off their backside and take the sort of action that will deliver the results that will create success, okay? The other 98% are normal. The other 2% think they're normal. They're not normal. 2% means you're not normal. Okay, 98% of people are normal. 2% of people who think that they are self-confident, who are the pioneers of our business, they think that the other 98%, there's something wrong with them. Okay, what's wrong with you? Don't you see this opportunity? Don't you see this money? Can't you see cryptocurrency? Have you seen the thing? You need to work the minute. What's wrong with you? Would you agree, Udo?
I agree. I agree on this one. And the basic point is really what you say. 2% are only self-confidence.
Yeah, they're self-confident. They're the people they're just naturally like that, or they've had something that happens to them that meant that they will just take action. Because we're talking about confidence. The reality is the traditional person doesn't have that level of confidence when they join our business to take action.
Correctly. It's the confidence, it's wherever people are, and people mostly do not know why they're not getting successful, but the point is the missing confidence. People are afraid always about everything. It's what is new for them. You know, it's like, sometimes it's really scary. You talk with some people, you explain something, and then the people has to go to the bank and make a bank wire. So they're afraid, oh, what I have to do? You need to guide them, you need to hold their hand. You know, people has to go to the city hall asking for some documents, asking for some papers. You know, they're always afraid. Oh my gosh, what I have to do? That's the point. Is what a missing point. Confidence in this one doesn't matter. When people travel to a different location, they're so totally afraid. Maybe they can get lost, and then. But who cares? What can be happened? You know, if you go out with the confidence, then you can get everything. And one thing, what you said, a lot of leaders doing a big mistake. They bring the people on a high level of motivation, and then these people think that is good enough. But the best motivation, it's worthless when the confidence in the people is missing. This is where that's a basic where you start with. The confidence in yourself. Believe in yourself. Start with yourself. This is where you have to go. Because if you do not trust in you, why somebody should join in your business? You know what I mean? People always.
I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you the science behind that. Now, I spent time designing the science behind all this because it is fundamental to this industry of network marketing. It's the same everywhere in the planet, every company. There is this challenge where there are the 2%ers who are naturally self-confident. I'm one of those 2%. Udo's one of those 2%. Okay. Most of the leaders, nearly all of the leaders that you see on stage at the moment, because they're pioneers of 2%. But the reality is most people watching this is not one of those 2%ers. And therefore they have to understand confidence. And the key thing to understand is this, okay, is that there are 3 types of confidence. 3 types, okay? They are, number 1, inspirational confidence. And this is the traditional confidence that drives the 2%ers. It's what's the dream? What's the opportunity? Look at the results, okay? Look at the facts. Isn't this a fantastic concept? So there's inspirational confidence. Everyone joins the business for inspirational confidence, okay? Then the next one is that you go into action and you create results. And there's a level of results that will confirm to you that you are confident about the business. And this is the most important type of confidence. It's the rock solid one. It's the one which says, I don't give a damn what you think, Dad. I know this works. I don't care what you say. I know this works. Because you have the results, sufficient results to prove to you that that works. Now, here's the challenge, is that if everyone joins with inspirational confidence and that generates activity, which creates results, but if only 2% of people have enough confidence from inspirational thing to get the results, to get that confidence, you have a problem. And therefore, what you need to understand is that the 3rd type of confidence, which is the most important one for 98% of people, actually comes from what's called competence, which is learning how to do it. And that's why this whole focus of One Pro is all about competence learning, competence coaching, learning for competence. And competence, just so you know, is not skills. When people say, oh, well, the key to confidence is skills, they don't know what they're talking about. okay? Anyone who understands learning knows that competence is proving to yourself that you can do those skills to a certain level. So it's actually the proof that gives you the confidence, not just doing skills. Do you all understand that? You have to have that structure. Otherwise, you'll just be learning stuff and practicing doing stuff, and you won't actually develop another level of confidence. So the key thing to appreciate here is that the underconfident people in the team, they need to learn this confidence coaching. They need to have a structured learning process. And we can see that in a graph. If you look at this graph here that I created, I hope you can see that. On the left-hand side, it says your motivational level.
Yep.
Okay, and then you have two routes that you can take. The route A is taken by the 2%ers. They join for inspirational confidence. They take action. They get results. It builds their confidence. They take more action. It builds more confidence. And therefore, their motivation, even though it will go a little bit like this, but it'll go higher, higher, and higher. And so they get to the point they're unstoppable. They're energetic. They're on fire. And their team is rocking. And we hear these results of, oh, he went diamond in 30 days. And just so long as you know that's amazing, but they're not normal. And this business is about the masses. And what is normal is the 98% of people, they join for inspirational confidence. They go, wow, look at the cryptocurrency. It's going to be so spectacular. Look at the success of this business. They take action, but they lose their confidence and they go into the dip, into what I call the dark zone. And in the dark zone, inspirational confidence doesn't create action. So they turn up at the meeting, they turn up the event, they have the coaching session where they're upline, they go, woo, 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 it's going to rock, baby, it's going to go crazy, and they go home and do nothing.
Yeah, that's a problem, yeah.
And this is a challenge across all industries, and in all industries in the world, they solve this, except for ours. Okay, and they solve it through what's called professional development, or basically just learning. You learn the knowledge and learn the skills. Okay, you focus on that. You don't worry about the results, because you won't get the results because you don't have the confidence, because you don't have the confidence. And we just focus on the learning. And what happens is the more they learn, the more they practice. You got to practice with people anyway. So what happens is it builds your confidence, and then you get out of the dark zone. Suddenly you can get inspired. Bang, you're into action. That is the key, ladies and gentlemen. That is the secret to getting mass duplication in your team, to also being able to look people in the eye and say, hey, look, if you join my business, I know that you can succeed, because not only have we an inspirational business and amazing results, but we have the system that will help you do that. So when it comes to learning confidence, there are three things, okay? First one, we need you to be confident in the decision, okay? You've got to be confident and comfortable with being involved in this business, okay? And you do that not by sort of stupid dreams. You do that by educating yourself. Okay, Udo knows that I've spent years building my reputation and credibility in the industry of network marketing. I'm the guy who advised the British government on pyramid selling. I'm the guy who sold millions of books, advised lots of companies. Credibility to me is everything. And people said, you joined this pyramid? What are you, crazy, Edward? What are you doing? And they didn't understand that I didn't worry, because I did what I'm telling you to do now. And I know that Udo did the same. And I know that if you talk to all the successful people in this company, all of them will have done their education. Correct, Udo?
Yes, yes. That's one thing. What I hear from a friend of mine, it's still a good friend, super successful, over 20 years in business. And he said one thing what he said, and it took me a long time to understand it. He said, you have to learn as long your fingernails grow. I didn't understood what he was meaning in this moment, but at the end of the day, he says exactly what you said. You have to learn every day. When you stop to learn is the day you die. And especially in this business, you need to learn, you need to educate yourself. But also really important is one thing: as more knowledge you get, as more information you get, as more motivation you need to bring out as well. Because what people still need and still people feel, your confidence and your motivation when you explain the business. They need to feel you. It's about a feeling. We're doing decisions not about here. We do a decision about here, about our stomach. The butterflies in the stomach. If you do not get the butterflies in the stomach, we have something done wrong. So grow your knowledge, grow your motivation. This needs to go up, because if the motivation goes up and the knowledge down, or is the knowledge up and the motivation down, it's gone for you. That's what I'm always saying. And as I always, what I'm saying, where do you find people with a freaky hell of lot of knowledge but low motivation? Just go to an university and talk to some of the professors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These guys are super smart.
They don't get to put it into action.
Yes.
We're only saying this so you put it into action. That's all we do. You know, we only want you to do this, to watch the videos, to watch the webinars, share the stuff with your people, you know, share those posts, have a look at all this sort of stuff. The more you learn, the more you understand what we're doing is great. You know, this is the next step. Okay. So there's the first one. Second one is that you need confidence in your success. And so what that means is that you have knowledge that you learn, you have skills that you master, confidence that you can build, coaching that you can support, you can operate in your way, you can operate in your own speed. And we want people to embrace the fact that this is your business. This is your business. But you got to learn how to do it. And if you put results ahead of learning, okay, you are going to fail. There's a reason L comes before R, okay? And that's because you got to learn how to do this first. The third thing is making sure that you're getting support, okay? The reason why your upline is paid commissions is because they are being paid by the company to support you, okay? If they were being paid just to recruit you, then there would be a one-off payment would go into the upline system. The reason why the income keeps going on people is because the company realizes that for you to be successful, you need that support on an ongoing basis. So the point is that you need the details, not just of your sponsor. Well, who is the rubies? Who are the diamonds? Who are the people that are above you that earn from you? Because they have a responsibility. And if they do not help you, I hope you send an email into support saying, please do not pay this person on my business. Because if you pay them and they don't help me, it means that you're pyramid selling. Aha, bet you didn't know that. So, because the whole point, because otherwise, if you are just being paid on recruiting, that's the definition of pyramid selling. The reason why commission plans are legal in the world is because the whole purpose of them is to reward people to support you. Okay. The point is they're sitting there waiting for you to call them. It's your business. It's not up to them to wipe your backside and kiss you and put you to bed. It's for them to have a professional coaching, professional leadership relationship with you. The point is with that confidence, you will understand that you can help people succeed. And I always ask this question. It's my saying, which says, how many people could you sponsor if you knew they would succeed? Because everyone says, oh, I can't sponsor anyone. Yeah. What's the secret? The secret is really simple. Is you have to have confidence that they will succeed. And they have to have confidence that they will succeed. Because if you knew that everyone who joined was going to succeed, how many people could you sponsor? Answer, everyone.
Everyone, exactly.
Why do you think top people find it so easy to sponsor people? It's really simple. They have confidence that they can help anyone succeed. So what we want to do is we want to help you. As you know, we're creating this One Pro system for you. You can go onto this website, even if you're not in my team, if you're not in the guys who've been working on OnePro, you know, we don't care where you are in the world, you can use that. Key thing is as you go, the first 2 areas of OneCoin, OneLife, those are where the videos, we're looking at the videos that people are using to share with other people saying, hey, look, that's really useful. That mining tab, in there is the Confident Miner program, 15 videos, plus the coaching sheets, plus the learning sheets. It's all there. If you want to translate it, all that sort of stuff, just tell us, and you know, that's all good for you. That is there for whoever wants them in the world. Step 1 is if you want to be an associate. Okay, if you want to be an associate, there is certain stuff that you need to learn. The learning sheet, it's all been updated literally today. So there's everything from how to sponsor people and you know, some the basics of how to sponsor people, the basics of the compensation plan, the basics of the stuff that we think, if you just join the business, what's the stuff that we want you to learn to have enough confidence to go and take action. Go Diamond is we're building up Go Diamond over the next couple of days. We're just frankly waiting to hear what happens in Macau. Okay, we just want to be clear about that. There's information, there's all the information on the webinars. Guys, it's open for anyone. If you want to use it, that's fantastic. Obviously, I've had a lot to do with it. In fact, you'll hear my voice far too much. But the point is, it's all there. Fundamentally, we just want you to build your confidence. So there's no too tired, too cold, too hot, too rainy, too late, too nothing.
Let's go.
It's just let's go.
Yeah. A couple of things. Can I talk a few things?
Well, it's the whole point is that now, now I want you to speak, because look, as far as we're concerned, starting Monday is a new era in OneCoin.
Yes.
It's a new era. It's what we call the final countdown.
Yeah, I remember this song.
The final countdown.
It was the opening song for my company. Yes.
Yeah, it's like it's time to rock and roll, and you know, as I said, you know, tell us how you actually, what are you gonna do? You know, you're gonna be there. You're gonna listen to all this stuff. You're probably speaking, I would have thought. You know what? You know, when you hear this news, when Dr. Ruja says about white papers or whatever she's going to talk about, okay, this news, which is, I assume, is going to give people a lot more confidence that the cryptocurrency, the OneCoin, is going to be the reserve currency. What are you going to say to your people?
So, first of all, thanks for everything here. A couple of things what I like to add to your things. What I said, you said the main important point is your business, and this is what everyone has to learn. Network marketing. When we start to talk to people about network marketing, what is the main thing we're talking? You are your own boss. You run your own business. You decide your own working time. So you are the own boss. The one thing what you've always to remember, always, what you said with upline, I not 100% agree. So you can't blame your upline. If you want to know some things, call them. It's your business. It's your job. You want to make money.
That's what I said.
You have to make the call and send the call. Yeah, you, because it's your business. You know, because the funny thing is, and I bet with you, when you go to people and they say, okay, I reached diamond, what they will say? I'm a diamond. I'm a king, you know. But when they fail, what are people saying? Oh, my upline, right? They're bitching the upline, they're bitching the company, they're bitching the product because they failed. But when they do it in the same company, what they say? I did it, right? So it's your business. If you want to do it, you have to do it. And you have to learn how to do it. Pick up your phone, call your upline. And that's an important point. I'm getting many calls in from a lot of people all over the world, messaging on Facebook or whatever. And the funny thing is, it's always about questions where they can answer easy, simply for themselves. You know, it's nothing really special with the confidence that you said about the white paper. from my team, I have hardly nobody who's asking for the white paper, because the people has the confidence. Because what I'm always saying to my guys, if you do not believe 100% in business, go. Because if you want to be successful, you need to trust 100%.
So how do you, let's be practical, okay? So you say that, I'm sure you do, you've got a really strong business that's, you know, you've had a lot of people been with you a long time, okay?
Yeah.
So what do you tell them to do to get that 100% confidence? That's what people want to know.
Yeah. Before, to find out if your partner is 100% confident or not, how you can do it. Ed just said it a bit before. How you find out, how you can be sure your partner is 100% in and you trust 100% the company. How you can find it out on a simple way. Ask him if you talk with brother, sister, mom. If you talk with a family, it's a main important point, right?
I'd say that again.
When you want to be, when you're telling me you're 100% confident, I ask you one question. Is your brother in the business? Your sister? Your mom? Your family? Your parents? Your uncles? Your whatever? Is your family in the business? Are your closest friends in the business? A lot of people start a business and they start to talk with everyone, but not with their closest friends. If my team is not talking with their closest friend, I ask him one simple question. What are you not believing, or why do you not believe in this, what we do? I put it on the blog. That's the point. Why? Why you did not talk to your parents? Why did you not talk to your brothers, to your sisters? Why did you not do it? You know, the point is, people has always some little doubts. They read something here, they hear something here. So they're getting some negative things in their mind, and then they do not trust anymore. Maybe just not 100%. They do not have 100% confidence. So, and this is how you have to build it up back, the confidence. An important thing is, you as a leader, you need to go to your people and you need to talk to him. Okay, why? Why did you not bring them in? Why it's here? What is your problem? What is your issue? What are your doubts on the business? That's the point.
What are the ones that you run into the most common doubts, and how do you answer them? So when you're talking to people, what are the most common doubts that you find in your people, and how do you solve them?
For example, a couple of people always say, oh, we don't know, we have a blockchain, yes or no. It's what we talked about the white paper. I've always say, guys, what question are you having? You know, blockchain is a software where you can program. So if you put every sources together, if you buy the best programmers, if you buy the best software, the best hardware. So we talk about a blockchain, and you put everything in. Let's talk about, let's say, 150, 200,000 euro just to build it up. I don't talk about the maintenance. You know, so we're doing $1 billion or €1 billion business. Dr. Rusha built up an empire on €1 billion. You know, and some people ask me, do we have a blockchain, a program, which one costs maybe 150,000 or 200,000 euro? Maybe you get it for less, but you know what I mean? That's not a question. That's a silly question. When people ask me, oh, my leaders can't build because we need to know if we have a blockchain. Guys, you know what I mean? He buys one car less, he buys one watch less, he buys one shoe less, and we would have the blockchain. So why should we risk a business just about a small investment in this case? So blockchain.
2 hours sales.
Yeah, exactly. You named it. So that's the point, is what a lot of people coming up and then they say, okay, why? You know, that's the point, what you have to get out, why. And then the next point is why a lot of people are still with me is what you mentioned in the beginning before, is when I talk with the people, they need a motivation, and motivation you can build exactly like you build the confidence. So when I get a partner in, I had some partners last year, they started, they have been Emerald last year in October, and they told me, oh, I will be Black Diamond in the Emerald. I will need to be Diamond, and then you want to be Black Diamond. Hey, guy, build it up step by step. So I talked with a few people, and we started to make a plan. So people who said, really, okay, right, I do go Diamond. So went Diamond. So people who said, I want to get Black Diamond, they didn't make it. Of course, you can't make Black Diamond in 2 months when you're just an Emerald. You know what I mean? It needs to be realistic. The goals need to be realistic. The fact is, people who made and reached the goals still with us. People who failed on the goal, they are gone. Why? They blame the business because it didn't get successful. They're blaming the companies, they're blaming the bad news, they're blaming everyone around, but they do not start on the one side that, okay, if you would have a realistic goal, I would go for. And that's why when I'm going and talk with my people, when I do the recruiting, when I help the people to recruit, when I do the training for the recruiting, I always say, guys, be honest. Just be honest. If you would have 500 euro every month extra in your pocket, would it change your life? So I'm doing a lot of business in Eastern Europe where people make 300, 400, 500 euro a month, 800 euro, maybe 1,000 euro. You know, if I talk with the people, I tell them, if you get 500 euro extra, would it change your life? When everyone is honest, he said yes. Even in Germany, when people make 1,500 or 2,000 euro, when you ask them how much money is left from your 2,000 euro income a month, how much is left?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing. Maybe 100 euro, maybe 200 euro, what you save on a saving book, right? So, but when it's now the point you get 500 euro left, 500 euro extra, you know what has happened? You get a different lifestyle. You can pay your phone bills. You can go out for a nice restaurant. You don't have to go to McDonald's or Burger King. You can go with your wife celebrating a nice birthday party, not in a pizzeria around the corner. You can go to a nice restaurant. So when you start to build up the confidence, one after the next, the plans, one after the next.
And how do you build that confidence that they think that they can earn 500 euros? Because the reality, if you take Eastern Europe, which is like most of the world, you know, a billion people live in the developed world, over 6 billion live in the developing world, and a lot of people in this company are now coming through in the developing world. So 500 euros, you know, it does change their life, certainly.
Yes, exactly.
But they lack confidence in earning money more than someone in Vienna, which is where it is from, you know. Vienna is a very wealthy city. You know, a Coca-Cola is 10 euros.
Yeah. But to get on the confidence point is really, like I said, when I start to do my trainings with my people, my coachings, I ask him always one question. Before I start to do anything, before I start a training, before I start to do motivation, I ask him, what kind of questions do you having? Most of the people too shy to give the one question. They say always, okay, or what kind of questions your team had to you where you could not answer? And then people comes with the doubts they're having. You know, they say, for example, are we legal?
Say that again. Say that again. That's really good advice. Say that again.
I'm asking my people, what question do you having? And I'm asking also, well, what kind of questions your team had to you where you could not give an answer?
Genius, man. Indirect question. Genius.
Yeah, and then people will come with the questions where you can answer. Because whatever you do, you know.
I'm just writing them down.
Copyright. Yeah, because what you always have to remember, just think about it. When you have a problem, whatever a situation comes up in your mind, and you go to a cinema or you go in an airplane, whatever you do, just you have a situation, a really bad situation, then you go to the cinema. Where you focused on the movie or on your problem in your mind? You're focused on your problem. Whatever is happening, you're focused on the problem. When you drive with your car, you're not focused on the destination where you want to go. You try to solve the problem in your mind, and you're focused on your problem in your mind. So that's why when you are not clear up all the questions, you talk with your partner for 1 hour, for 2 hours, for 3 hours. You know what he remembers? Nothing at all. Because he was not even following you, because he was focused on something else. So the questions what people having need to be clearly answered, and then people build the confidence. Because this is all what you need. Answer the question. If you do not have the right answer, you need to follow a simple rule, what I just started before. You need to call your upline. You need to ask the upline. If the upline doesn't know it, he can ask the next upline. If he doesn't know it, he asks the next upline. Somewhere in the upline knows the answer. And this is what you have to go for. But what are a lot of people doing? Some people put even questions on Facebook. You know, some people asking the downline when they have some question. But you know, how should it work? You know, when you have a problem with your teeth, where you go? You go to a bakery shop and ask them how to fix it? No, you go to a dentist, right? And use it. So that's the point what you have to do. And as more questions you come up, you know, when you ask your team, when you ask your downline about a situation where you're not sure about it, If it's like this or if it's like this, do we have a blockchain? Yes, no. Is Dr. Rusha real? Yes or no? You know, if you bring your doubts in your downline, you know, it's a shoot yourself. So that's the point. So you need to ask a question to the right person, ask your upline, and you will get the answer. And that's how you build the confidence. Help the people to reach their dreams. Help the people, but step by step. If you want to go up to the Himalaya, we can't do it in one day, right? It does not exist a shortcut. Even if you go up with a helicopter, we open the door, we get out, we die. You need to learn, you need to get up. When you do it, and you get it up and you're safe. So get it done, ask all the questions, bring the confidence, really build up a plan with the people, and do not be, a lot of people starting networks say, hey, you can earn 5,000, you can earn 10,000, you can earn 50,000 euro every month. You know, what do people want to do then? They want to earn 5, 10, 50,000. That's what they have in the mind. So when you motivate somebody on a 10,000 euro, and end of the month, he made maybe only 2,000 or 2,500 euro. Is he happy? Is he satisfied? No. He was dreaming about a 10,000, not a 2,000. But you know, you just put the goal too high. If you would motivate this person for 1,000 euro and he makes 2,000, you know what it is? He believes you. He trusts in you. He follows you. And he gets confidence in the business because he sees, I reach my goals. I have somebody who is helping me. So bring it up and again, ask the question, why? And one thing, what you have to say for yourself, what I'm always talking to my people when people ask me, does this work? What is happening? Ask you one simple question. This is what I'm asking, what I'm telling everyone when I start to talk with. Why should this not work out? Give me one reason why one coin should not be successful. Give me one reason why cryptocurrency should be not successful. Give me one reason why we should not be legal. Why we should not. You know, that's a point. Think for yourself. Use your brain. Why it should not be legal. When I'm asking this question, I avoid 2 hours discussion. Because everyone, yeah, this and this and this and this, and you know, hundreds of millions of things were coming up, and is a computer server big enough? How big is a server farm? How is this? How is it? You know, silly question. Just one simple question. Why should this one not work?
Good question.
Why it should not work? You know,
say it again so they hear it.
Why should it not work? Ask yourself the question. Why should it not work? I'm doing the same. You know, I'm tired about to explain it to the people why we are good, why we trust Dr. Rusha, why we have a blockchain, why we have this. I have so many time always explaining. So I switched it down around about 6-7 months ago, and I asked him back one simple question. Why should it not be? 99% of the questions solved with one single thing. That's what you have to go for. This is where you have to believe in this one. And this one brings you back in the confidence. This one brings you back in the motivation. This one brings you back in this what you need, the self-confidence to run the business. Like Ed said, Mr. Super Confidence. You know why I'm really confident in this one? I don't see any why it should not work. And that's whoever comes to me, this is not. You know, when people, you know, all these bullshit, cheap fucking newspapers who are writing so many rubbish about us, these guys has no serious idea what to do. We have some newspapers, they made more money with us in 1 week than they made in the last 2 years with a pay-by-click. You know, this guy is just stuck a fucker. Sorry my language. This guy is just parasite.
That guy should be sending champagne to Dr. Rusha.
Yeah, you know, gonna hit them. You know, that's the point, is because also people do not believe because they do not understand what we're doing. Simply, no, we have some guys, they're saying, oh, it's a scam. So why should we a scam? Why should we a scam? Tell me why. We have the deal shaker. You can buy my books. You can buy my books and pay this coin. You can spend coins and get ice cream. I just talked with somebody, go to Vienna, one of the best fish restaurants, accept 1 coins. So tell me, why should this be a scam? You know, why should a dish cleaner, and actually this guy is a fucking dish cleaner, nothing about a dish cleaner. Everyone has to make surviving. You know what I mean? Why a dish cleaner knows more than all the prosecutors, all the lawyers, and all the legal opinions we are having. You know, go to the back office. We have 7, 8, 9 different legal opinions from all over the world who says it's legal. And some, and some people believe this bullshit. Why? People love bullshit. So gossip, gossip, yellow press. All the paparazzis makes the most of the money. With serious official pictures? No, with gossip pictures, right? Hidden cameras, hidden pictures, naked boobies from some celebrities or whatever. This is where they make some money. This is what is, because it's all behind the scene. But the official things nobody makes money with. So that's why people love to believe this kind of things. And that's why I'm asking simple. Why should this business not work out?
Nice, love it, man.
Yes, there's no why.
That one thing that you just said then was worth the time that people have spent listening to us.
Yeah, go out and ask the people why it should not work.
Yeah.
That's no reason. That's no reason for. We are centralized. Okay, why should not work with a centralized computer? We have hundreds of millions of examples where people didn't get the knowledge. One of the best, what I love, Marco Polo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really exploring the world, right? And what did people say? It's impossible because the earth is a plate and you bloop, fall down. So he was coming back from the tour. They called him a liar. People had no ideas about what really goes on, what is really fact behind. So people talking about things where they have no clue and no ideas about. So that's what people
Hey, dude, I have people, like literally very recently, people saying, Edward, it's a pyramid. And I said, look, I'm going, look, didn't I just explain that I was the British government advisor on the implementation of pyramid sales legislation and have, written, and nothing. You know nothing about this. You don't even understand. I even explained it, and you still came back and said that it is. And I'll be honest with you, I said some words that I shouldn't have said.
Yeah, but it's always. But by the way, I'm using you in my seminars always as an example because everyone in the world knows you. Everyone knows a big ad Ludbrook, and I say, guys, you think this guy puts all the reputation on a scam? You think this guy puts all the reputation on them? He made millions over millions. He sold millions of books, and he joined into OneCoin. He had offers from hundreds of different companies, but he joined in OneCoin. Why? Do you really believe you're smarter than him? Do you really believe you know more than you know? And the point about the pyramid, what I'm always saying, what I'm doing with the people, I use this one, it's a pen, and this one, it's a paper. I say, please show me what is a pyramid.
Yeah, well, they don't know. The problem is the real problem is, as I was saying to this guy, I said, look, the problem is I don't really want to answer your question about being a pyramid. Like I have advised governments and media people and senior people for over 20 years about that. And my problem that I hit is that you don't know what the hell you're talking about. And you've just thrown that out. And if I explain it in a way, you're going to feel embarrassed because you just don't know what you're talking about. And I don't want you to feel embarrassed. I don't want you to go through a whole process. You don't ask a professor whether he knows about his subject. He's a flipping professor, okay? Yes. So I'm not asking you about this process. I said, look, I can tell you that it doesn't cost anything to join, that there's no monthly or annual qualifications, so there's none of the normal concerns that you have. I can tell you about the legal investigations. I can tell you about all of those. I can tell you that not only have 10 governments, but officially, but others have privately, have all said that there's a warning about cryptocurrencies and warning about us, but we expect them to do that. I would be disappointed if they didn't. Yeah. I'd be disappointed if they didn't say that. I'd be disappointed. It's their job to it. But when they say, oh, we don't authorize it, well, hey, they don't authorize any currency other than their own one. So even the US dollar, so that doesn't mean crap. And the point is that I don't expect you to understand. Why would you know about these things? We know about them because we understand those things. But look, I get it. We have to realize that people need to get it, and the opportunity is great. But we also, people don't join this business and spend $150 on some health products. People join this business and they're spending thousands, tens of thousands, or hundreds of thousands, okay, you know, on the stuff. So they need to have confidence. They need to have the questions answered. And if you don't know the answers to the questions, then there are a whole lot of people upline of you that all they want you to do is to get on a phone and say, how do I answer that? Okay.
Yes. That's definitely correct what you say about this one. It's we need to call the people, we need to get the confidence, but also what I have to mention is why people always say that's a scam or whatever. And that's why people always want to have an excuse they do not want to join in. That's the point, you know. People never say, no, I don't want. People never say, no, I don't have money. People say, never, I don't trust. People say about this, right? People always try to find an excuse. And when I'm honest, we have 5 reasons why you should not, or why people not joining in. You know the 5 reasons?
You're about to tell us all.
Reason number 1, he didn't understood what he was talking about. Reason number 2, he didn't understood what he was talking about. Reason number 3, he didn't understood what he was talking. Reason number 4, he didn't understood what he was talking. Reason number 5, I want to hear it. He didn't understood what he was talking about. That's the point. That's coming back on the point. Why not? Right? We're coming back on the point. Why not joining in? There's no reason. No reason. And
you're really good at this, Udo.
Love what you do what you love. You know what I mean? If I would not love the business, if I would not trust the business, I would stay home now with my children, playing around, having fun, hanging out in Ibiza, hanging out in Dubai with my friends, just enjoying life. Now, I love what I do. And this is what people need to feel. When people feel your trust, when people feel your confidence, people joining into you and people go with you. That's what that's the only thing what you have to do. Show the people that you trust, and it works out, believe me. There's no reason not to join in. Whatever you name it, no reason.
This is great. I want to wrap this up now because I think you've left such value with the people who are watching this now or are going to have this shared to them. The fact is that, you know, this business is based on confidence.
Exactly.
And it's a science.
Yes.
It's not some sort of thing that, you know, that you're born with. Few people have this natural genetic thing, okay? So they have a sort of, but in reality, you find that there's someone behind the scenes who, when they were young, helped them build their confidence or some situation. In reality, when you join our business, there are very few people that are naturally confident. Even if they're confident in networking, they still need to understand this whole cryptocurrency. They need to understand this whole vision thing. They need to understand there's been nothing like this in history. There will be nothing like this again. Okay, it's why we're excited about it. I think what was some really good points you came out with, Udo, and I'm so happy that that everyone's got a chance to listen to you. You know, you're a guy, you've been in this game for a long time, but you've been in the company for a long time. You work all around the world. You got to go into Deal Shaker, guys. Get this guy's book, get it out to people, okay? The fact is, I love this thing is, you know, like what questions are your people asking you? i.e., what's your real worry? Okay, beautiful, brother.
Come on.
The other thing, have your close friends and family joined? What's happening with them?
Yes, I talk with everyone, with my family, with everyone, with my mom. She didn't understand really what we're doing. My brother, he says, you know, Udo, you're super successful in this business, but I'm driving my truck and I will be a truck driver till I die. So, okay, if he doesn't want, because this is what you have to see, a really important point is, a lot of people say, oh, please join in. No, we offer the people a lifetime opportunity. You offer the people an opportunity. When you say no, thank you, leave. Leave us alone. Close the door from outside. That's the point. You know, never say please. Offers opportunity. This is what you have to do. I offered it to all of my friends, to everyone around. If you don't want to join in, I don't mind. I was giving an opportunity, and if they're not coming back, you know what I'll do when I'm getting really a bit angry with people because they didn't join in? I did it once with a friend of mine in Marbella. We had a really nice dinner. We talked about the situation, talked about everything, and he said, "No, I don't want." I say, "I know you. I really know you. You will blame me in a couple of months and a couple of weeks when you do not join in. So please do me a favor. Here's a pen and here's a paper and a pen. Please write up. I got all information about OneCoin, OneLife, One Academy from Udo in Marbella on this date. I said I do not want to join in. I do not want to get successful. Name, date, and signature." You know what he signed up? A tycoon pack, not a paper. You know, that's because then if he comes back in 1 year, I can show him his paper. Say, guys,
while we're talking, like, guys, if you have any questions, can you put them through into the chat? And if you're watching on Facebook and you want to put it underneath, can someone please put them in the chat? I don't want to stop you there. I just want, if you have any questions of Udo.
Yeah, you will see some as a question. You know, I'm not a technique guy. I'm the guy. That's my technique. What I'm using, you know, pen and paper. That's how I do my presentation. Pen and paper. No PowerPoints. Nothing at all. Go out, talk to the people, makes the people happy, makes the people feel confidence. So
and look, just the way you're talking there, it just reminds me of a really great way of building your confidence, which has been used in our business for absolute eons. And that is that you got to get around people, get around the successful people in the business. You will be amazed. You will be amazed how much you learn and get from them without them even, they're not going to try and do that. It'll just happen.
That's also a point what I'm always trying to explain to people. It sounds maybe a bit rude or a bit arrogant or snobby. I like to be the burger between all the kings, you know. I don't want to be the rich one in the poor ones. No, I want to be the poor guy between all the rich guys. What can I learn from poor guys? Nothing at all, right? When I want to learn, I need to have somebody who is more smart than I am.
How to be poor and complain.
Yeah, you know, that's what you have to do, is to surround yourself. You know, when I went the first time when I was living in Monte Carlo, you met so many people. You could learn from so many people, you know. I was definitely one of the poorest guys who can live in Monaco. Of course, I had my Lamborghinis and all this shit around. Not a question about this, but you still met people, you talk to people who has more success, more experience, and this is what you have to learn. This is why you have to read books like from Ed Ludbrook, books from successful people, from Steve Jobs, whatever. Read these people's books, you know, go into these books and learn from successful people. You do not have to learn on your own experience. Read successful books, find out what people had, and you will always see one thing, what is really, really clear from the people. Everyone has a clear vision, and everyone had confidence in this, what he was doing. Whatever.
Can I pass on this question?
Yes.
From Dusan Torpica. Okay, I think his name is, and he basically says, look, you know, you can think about what you can think what you want about OneCoin, OneLife. However, websites who bring out fake news, murder, drug dealer allegations are a new low. Macau convention was prohibited. Also, fake news registration just started. You know, shame on the gurlakreport.com. It's comment. You know, this is comment from Ted from Business from Home. And, you know, he said, you know, you can say what you like, but all this other bullshit that we're getting at the moment, which is amazing, right? Have you ever seen it like that? They asked, you know, what do you think about this? What do you say about all this?
Point number one, I don't read this bullshit. I really, when I get these links in and people ask me, did you read it? Did you read it? Did you read it? I read, so it's a link, it's a headline, and it's already enough for me. But it's like I say, for example, we talk about Gerlach. I had already problems with Gerlach more than 20 years ago when I was running my business in Germany, because I didn't want to do any advertisement in his papers what he has done. You know, he blames, oh, I'm the survivor, I'm the, I don't know, however you want to call it in English, I control everything. You know, this guy, that's a really funny thing, you know what I mean? This guy is written, most of the people are, 99% of people are Germans, Austrians, or Swiss guys. You saw it, you have only 1,000 clicks a day, and it's only about Germany. So my question is, when you are a serious newspaper, when you are serious in this, what you're doing, why you bring your server to the US and why you bring the server to Belize? Tell me. When you have nothing to hide, when you're honest, and when you have no problem to face the court, when we go to court, when you bring up wrong and fake news, why you hide behind a Belize? Why you behind a US company? Tell me why. Because you want to write bullshit and you want to get out of your restriction. You don't want to be sued from somebody in Germany. That's the fucking reason you left this place. That's the only thing. So, you know what I mean? Fuck the bastard.
I know what you mean. It's just great to hear you open it up.
Yeah,
because you're voicing the frustration of hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah, but don't read this bullshit. Why you read it? You make money for this guy. Everyone who clicks on these links and clicks on this link, you make money for this guy. Why you read it? I'm telling my guys, when you send me again, I block you. You know how many negative articles we had? I remember it was, I guess, one of the first convention we had. Some cheaty, fucking super cheap blog said Dr. Rush is arrested, and we have been on the convention. You know, these people want to make money. These people want to make everyone nervous and want to make a big mess in everyone. You know, why do they want to do it? Because they need attractions, they need links, they need likes, they need some money. You know, guys who works as a dish cleaner making video and blaming us. Why the fucking hell is a dish cleaner not doing a serious business? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I laugh.
But to come back, why people talking about us? We have how many different cryptocurrency webs on the market done with network marketing? 100, 50, whatever. Do they talk about someone else? No, because the other one not even close to us. They're not even really started. They're not even on the radar for them. We are the fucking best one. We are doing a great business. We have the best CEOs. We have the best founders. We have the best ideas behind. And we are the first one who really build it up. The other ones, all cheap copies. About these copies, nobody's talking. You find hundreds of copies. Even they're copying our website. They're copying our icons on the site. They're copying everything from us. They're copying our education programs. They do a copy about this one. Nobody talks about this one. Why? They're not on the radar. You know, they're not on the radar. They run below zero. You know? Sorry about this.
That's beautiful. Everyone's loving it. I know. I can't see on Facebook, but I hope lots of those hearts are going along.
Yeah, you know, you know, this is, you know, when somebody talks about something about OneCoin and talks negative about it, it's like he's going on my children. It's like going on my family. You know, that's what you need to do. And this is a confidence what you need to have. When you have this confidence, nobody can stop you. Nobody can doubt you. Nobody can question you what you're doing. So let these losers talk. And I'm sure they will copy my webinar. These things what we're talking now, they will use it against me. I'm happy because if they would not talk about me, I would be one of the million losers where they do not talk about it. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid of it.
Brother, we need to stop now. This is the perfect time to stop now. Because people are now, all the chatter full with people going, go Udo, bravo Udo, excellent Udo, excellent.
You see me live.
and I know that everyone watching on Facebook, where you're seeing this live or you're seeing a recording, I know that you know, all this fake news drives us all crazy, and I can't think of anyone better to tell you as it is than my friend Udo. He is, as it said, he's one of the pioneers of the company. He's a blue diamond. He has a network all around the world. He's a best-selling author. Get his book on Deal Shaker. It's a great one on cryptocurrency. He is Mr. Uber Confidence. If you've seen him, he was the MC at the big London convention because he's spectacularly dressed at all time. He's super confident. He's super fun, okay? And I think in many ways you are a wonderful ambassador and example of the leadership in this company. I know that a lot of people are going to be excited to one day meet you. If you meet them, just give them a high five. Okay.
I will.
Okay.
Yeah. One short thing. I had been on the weekend. Weekend before, I've been in London on the event from Anthony
Robbins. Yeah.
I got so many people was asking me, texting me on Facebook, are you in London? I said, yes. Are you on the convention? Yes. Oh, then I'm behind you, you know. I got all my coffee for free on the event because so many people was talking to me. So what was such a fun, but still we use this one and a lot of people join in over this weekend. You know, do what you love what you do, and do it with your heart. If you're not 100% in, leave the business. That's super simple. Leave it. If you not trust in your relationship with your girlfriend, if you not trust in the marriage with your wife, stop it immediately, find something else. The same in the business. If you're not 100% in, do all the people who really believe in this one, do them all a favor, leave the business. Because negative news anyhow around. And all the negative news, what comes up in the network marketing world, it's done by us. You know what I mean? We are talking
We are now, look, we're at final countdown. There's a big, great news that's going to come out of Macau, I'm sure, over the weekend. And what that means, it puts pressure on everyone watching this now. It puts pressure on you. You've got to make a decision.
About Macau.
No, you've got no, as far as...
I have some news what comes out in Macau. Can you keep a secret?
Yeah, no one will know. Just tell me.
Okay, you can keep a secret?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, me too. So you will get it after the event. I love you guys.
I love that. Great. Everyone is just wonderful. Look, you know, I wish all the best to everyone. We've got, if as I said, if you want information, just go on that oneprosystem.com. You can use whatever you want to do. Next week on Monday, I'm going to do a masterclass on my own. I just want to explain what we hear on Macau to help people understand it. And we're going to do more of these masterclasses. I have friends of mine who are very senior people in the business. I have a special shout out today to my buddy Simon Lee, who is the first new crown diamond in OneLife.
I'm getting good stuff, you know?
2 years, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of you know, I work with the guy. He's got, it's not just him, it's Dow and Min and Mimi and Key and all the other guys, all his other black diamonds that are in his business. But I just think it's a very, very important step to see a new guy at the top. New guy reached the crown diamond. I hope that he gets looked after at Macau. He certainly deserves it. I know how hard he works. But for you, my friend, thank you so much from everyone watching. I'm sure they really
news after the weekend. Okay, thank you, bye.
Adios, my friend. See you later. See you later, everyone. See you later. Good luck, everyone. Okay, bye-bye. See you later, guys. Really appreciate it.
One thing, not good luck. Success has nothing to do with luck. Success has something to do with...
I thought you wanted to get lucky.
Yes, I'm lucky. I will go now down to the casino. We'll change a few dollars and pretend to play to get my free drink. See you later.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.